Stoicism has long been a philosophical guide for individuals seeking to cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a profound sense of control over their emotions. At the heart of Stoicism is the concept of indifference, the idea that by mastering our perceptions and reactions to external events, we can achieve a state of tranquility. Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, taught extensively on this concept, urging individuals to act as if nothing matters and to maintain a sense of calm detachment from life's challenges. This isn't to suggest apathy or coldness, but rather a disciplined mind that refuses to be rattled by things outside its control. In this video, we will explore the wisdom of Epictetus on how to act as if nothing bothers you and the immense freedom this mindset can offer. You will learn practical ways to incorporate these Stoic principles into your life and develop the resilience to face adversity with grace and strength. Lesson 1. Understanding what you can and cannot control. At the foundation of Stoic philosophy lies one of Epictetus's most important teachings, the dichotomy of control. In his Enchiridion, Epictetus emphasizes that life can be divided into two categories, things within our control and things outside our control. Our reactions, emotions, judgments, and decisions fall under the former, while external events, the behavior of others, and the outcomes of our efforts fall under the latter. Acting as if nothing bothers you begins with accepting this dichotomy. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." The key to emotional stability lies in focusing only on what is in your power, your own actions and thoughts, while letting go of anxiety about what you cannot influence. Think about it. How often do we stress over things beyond our control? From traffic jams to other people's opinions, we allow external factors to disrupt our peace. By understanding and accepting the limits of your influence, you immediately free yourself from unnecessary frustration. When you act with this clarity, you radiate calm, and others will notice that nothing seems to shake your composure. This doesn't mean neglecting responsibilities or ignoring challenges, but rather approaching them with a mindset of detachment. Do your best, but understand that outcomes are not yours to dictate. Master your mind, and the world around you will no longer have the power to disturb your peace. Lesson 2. The practice of indifference. Indifference in Stoicism doesn't mean not caring. Rather, it refers to being emotionally detached from outcomes and events that are outside your control. Epictetus believed that the things that happen to us, whether positive or negative, are neither inherently good nor bad. It is our judgment that colors them as such. To practice indifference is to recognize that events, in and of themselves, have no power to disturb you. When we attach meaning or value to things like praise, success, failure, or insult, we hand over control of our emotions to external factors. The practice of indifference involves reclaiming that power. By learning to see external events as neutral, we protect our inner peace and make it harder for anything to bother us. One of Epictetus's famous analogies compares life to a game of dice. The dice represent the external circumstances that life throws at us. Sometimes we get a good roll, sometimes not. However, it's how we choose to play with the dice that matters. The results of the roll are indifferent. What's important is our attitude toward it. Start by observing your daily life. Notice the things that stir your emotions. Is it someone's criticism, a setback at work? Now, reflect on whether these events are truly within your control. Are they inherently bad, or is it your perception that labels them as such? Practicing indifference can be challenging at first, but it is the path to emotional freedom. Lesson 3. Managing emotions with rationality. Stoicism teaches that emotions arise from our thoughts, particularly our judgments about what is good or bad. According to Epictetus, the key to emotional mastery is cultivating the ability to reason clearly and objectively about the events in our lives. By doing so, we can prevent irrational emotions from taking over. When you act as if nothing bothers you, what you're really doing is applying reason to your emotional responses. You're taking a step back from the immediacy of your emotions and asking, is this really worth getting upset about? Often, we find that our initial emotional reaction is based on flawed assumptions or exaggerated perceptions. For example, let's say you receive negative feedback at work. Your first reaction might be anger or defensiveness. But if you pause and engage your rational mind, you can question whether this feedback is something you can use constructively. Is it within your control to improve? If yes, then take action. If not, let it go. Epictetus encourages us to remove the judgment that triggers emotional turmoil. We often assign unnecessary weight to trivial matters. By training your mind to assess situations with reason, instead of impulsive emotion, you'll find that fewer things have the power to disturb your peace. Lesson 4. Embracing adversity as a training ground. One of Epictetus's most empowering ideas is the notion that adversity can be a form of training for the mind. Rather than avoiding discomfort or hardship, the Stoic approach is to embrace these moments as opportunities to strengthen your character and resilience. This is crucial when learning to act as if nothing bothers you. Imagine life as a series of tests designed to help you cultivate indifference and emotional strength. When difficulties arise, instead of complaining or resisting them, view them as a chance to practice Stoic principles. Epictetus said, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. The real test of character lies not in moments of comfort, but in how we respond to hardship." When facing a challenge, ask yourself, how can I use this experience to practice patience, indifference, or acceptance? Every setback becomes a lesson in emotional resilience, and each time you confront adversity with calm detachment, you reinforce the Stoic mindset. Over time, you will notice that your tolerance for discomfort increases. Things that used to frustrate or irritate you will no longer have the same impact. The key to this transformation is embracing adversity, not running from it. Remember, the Stoic goal is not a life without challenges, but a life in which challenges no longer hold sway over your emotions. Lesson 5. Cultivating inner strength. Through detachment, one of the central tenets of Stoicism and a key to acting as if nothing bothers you is the practice of detachment. This doesn't mean withdrawing from life or relationships, but rather developing an inner strength that is not dependent on external circumstances. Epictetus taught that the only true good in life is virtue, and the only true evil is vice. Everything else, health, wealth, reputation, success, is indifferent. While these things may seem desirable, they are not essential to living a good life. Therefore, we should not become attached to them. When you cultivate detachment, you build a sense of inner strength that is unshaken by the ups and downs of life. Whether you experience success or failure, praise or criticism, your sense of self-worth remains intact because it is not dependent on external validation. To practice detachment, start by identifying areas in your life where you might be overly attached perhaps to the approval of others, material possessions, or even specific outcomes. Recognize that these attachments are what cause you stress and anxiety. By loosening your grip on them, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster they create. Detachment allows you to engage fully in life while maintaining a sense of emotional autonomy. You can still pursue goals, form relationships, and enjoy life's pleasures, but you do so with the understanding that your happiness does not depend on them. This mindset gives you a quiet, unshakable strength that others will notice. Lesson 6. Practicing the art of letting go. In life, we often cling to things, whether it's relationships, material possessions, or ideas about how things should be. This attachment creates anxiety and emotional turmoil when things don't go our way. Epictetus encourages us to practice the art of letting go to achieve peace of mind. To act as if nothing bothers you, you must be willing to release your attachment to outcomes. Epictetus reminds us that we should treat life as a banquet. When something is presented to you, take a small portion and enjoy it. But if it's taken away, let it go without resistance. The more we try to hold on to things, the more we suffer. This principle can be applied to many aspects of life. If a relationship ends, instead of clinging to it and experiencing prolonged grief, let it go. If an opportunity slips away, don't dwell on it. This doesn't mean you shouldn't care or put in effort, but once something is no longer in your control, it's time to release it mentally and emotionally. The art of letting go is liberating. It reduces stress and anxiety because you no longer feel the need to control every aspect of your life. You become more adaptable, flexible, and open to new experiences. When you master this, nothing will bother you because you are no longer clinging to things that are fleeting and temporary. Lesson 7. The importance of self-awareness. Self-awareness is crucial in developing the ability to act as if nothing bothers you. Epictetus stressed the importance of knowing yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, and the tendencies that lead you to emotional distress. Acting indifferent to external events begins with internal mastery. You must understand what triggers your emotional reactions and why. Often, our distress comes from deeper insecurities or unmet expectations. By cultivating self-awareness, you can identify these triggers and work on addressing them rationally, rather than being at their mercy. One way to develop self-awareness is through daily reflection, a practice encouraged by many Stoics, including Epictetus. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on how you handled various situations. Were there moments when you allowed something to disturb your peace? Could you have responded differently? As we conclude, remember that adopting the mindset of indifference, as taught by Epictetus, isn't about disconnecting from life. It's about mastering your reactions to the things you cannot control. By focusing on your inner world and practicing emotional resilience, you'll find that the external events that once caused you stress no longer hold the same power over you. Acting as if nothing bothers you is not just about keeping a calm exterior. It's about cultivating a deep sense of inner peace. With practice, you'll discover that true strength lies in the ability to remain composed, no matter what life throws your way. The wisdom of Stoicism helps us realize that the only control we truly have is over our own thoughts and actions. Everything else, let it go. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you practice acting as if nothing bothers you? And remember, peace of mind is just a mindset away. Stay strong, stay stoic.